Welcome back to the Social Boys podcast. You're still a week later, as far as you know, and you're unemployed co-host Logan O'Brien. Joined as always by the super gainfully employed Scott Sweeney, Dan Hall,
What do they call it?
and
Gainfully employed.
I thought you say gainfully.
Super gay boy.
Either works.
And also gainfully employed Kate Molloy. Back on the
Yeah.
pod. Wow.
Happy Lady
What's up?
Month.
Is
it
March
Lady Month?
International Women's Month?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's Women's History Month.
Because
Women's
they love
History
to
Month.
They love to march. Yeah, they love
Is
to
that really why?
No, I don't know.
Bitches love
We
getting
would do something like that.
They love getting their steps in.
Yeah. But this year it's Make Women History Month.
What?
What? Are you
No,
cued in for that?
Because the Trump administration is going to get rid of you guys.
No, Logan, stop.
I thought that was
Make
still,
women great again. We're gonna do it.
Still positive.
Make women cook again.
Like make them history. Like
Make women's history. If you had an S to that, make women's history.
Yeah, I thought it was
That's
make
so good.
women. Yeah, I thought it would be Make History Month. I thought it was like a positive thing the way you
no,
said
I was
it.
saying like make women history. Like
Like
Like axe
sayonara.
'em?
Get out of here. You
So
got
end the
Eradicate.
human race.
your history, kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
you're just
But
gonna.
that's not our agenda.
No.
No.
Yeah.
I love the ladies.
We love ladies so much.
I do
There's
love
no doubt.
gals more than boys.
Really?
Yeah, like all the way.
Like totally.
Boys suck,
Yeah.
dude. This mean and scary and smelly.
Girls are cool. Yeah.
When I was in high school,
Yeah.
everyone thought I was their gay best friend. I got
Turns out you were just gay.
I was thinking this the other day. I got asked so much growing up if I was like
If you were gay.
genuinely got asked if I was gay after like hanging out with someone for like a very long time. It wasn't like an upfront thing.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, this guy hasn't tried to fuck me thing.
Now that I've
Like hanging out with like a girl. A girls would ask you,
Yes,
or the
yes,
guys
yes,
would.
yes. Like, I
Okay.
would hang out with like groups of girls and like
Okay.
Do makeup and
do
shit.
like girl shit.
Yeah, bang
That
nails.
tracks.
I'd like just always be in the back. I was just like such not a sexual threat
Always
at
be
all.
in the back.
I'd always be in like the background hanging. They'd
Just
be like
watching.
talking. I'd be like, yeah. No, I was like part of the gang.
Love hanging with you guys.
Dan's like standing outside the window. Why you writing my name?
I don't know. I just liked it. I didn't think it would need to be brought up. Just take it as a
thought
gift.
you thought nobody would address you writing my name down.
I'm just doodling.
You're right. Why-
He's practicing his letters.
Because it worked so, yeah. That was like, worked
He's
very
practicing
Everyone
his
thinks
spelling.
I'm gay. Writing boys' names.
Giving everyone place markers
Wait,
for
I
the
forgot
show.
to make the O a heart.
I gotta add my initials above it and put a heart around it.
But no, yeah. I
I'll
got
say it's
asked
Taylor
that
Swift.
quite a bit.
Taylor Swift, what?
That's my
His
initials.
initials are the same as Taylor Swift.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's
well,
nice.
yeah. In
Her
that-
first name's Richard.
Yeah, RTS. Yeah.
All right.
Sorry. Yeah, no, my parents used to ask if I was gay a lot. And they still do.
My dad, my
Yeah.
mom and dad used to ask me that a lot.
This guy's my take.
And they still do.
Oh, you got a snug, Scotty.
I thought I might have. I'll be back.
This is a disaster.
Tyler's parents are like, Tyler, are you gay? And he's like, no, I'm
He's sucking dick.
yeah.
Oh, I thought it was deaf.
But turns out I wasn't
Then how
gay.
would you hear them ask that?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
That's a good point. Sorry.
Fucking idiot.
Fuck. I just got destroyed.
Oh, they were telling me,
Who's that?
it's not important. I said they, so I wouldn't have to say the name.
Okay.
But somebody was telling me, like, they were doing, like, a Don't Tell taping in New York. And there was a deaf person coming, so Don't Tell paid, like, a bunch of money for a deaf interpreter to, like, come translate the show.
It was really good. I really like
But
this. Thank you.
But they bailed.
Oh, the
What?
deaf person bailed?
No, the interpreter did.
Okay.
So the deaf person was there, but so they just had to use their cell phone. Like, there's, like, an app where, like, it listens to what's being said and, like,
Oh, that's kinda
translates it
sick,
into
yeah.
text. So they told all the comics, like, don't, like, you know, the lady in the front row on her phone, like, just leave her alone because, like, she's deaf. But a comic came late and didn't know.
This is sick so far, yeah.
So they were like,
This is a long
they're like, why
story.
you been? You're like, you've been on your fucking phone the whole show, and like the person's like, like still looking at
Yeah,
the
'cause
phone
they're
because they're
deaf.
trying to translate. And he's like, you're still looking at the phone.
Whoa.
The person like reading it in real time, you're like, that's sick.
Here's my question.
Yeah, what's up?
With like,
Dan the mic.
what do they call that? Like able?
Ableism.
No,
Ableist.
no, not ableist. Like when like you have like an interpreter there. Right?
Interpreter.
Like, is it as funny Like it can't be as good.
Oh, when they're like
If
doing
you're
this,
deaf.
and the person's like,
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you don't
yeah.
you
Or if
don't
you go
get, you
to-
don't get like the inflection of like the person's like.
Well, I think they probably hire like interpreters specifically who are like comedy interpreters, so they know how to like do it in a way that's funny. I would
Their
assume.
hands
I don't
painted
know.
different colors.
I don't know, or they
don't
just
think
like
that's
do
love
it in a
black people,
way.
but you
There's
hate
like
what?
interpreters that are also like it's like
Funny.
good at
Yeah,
comedy,
I
or-
think people. Yeah, I think people can be funny and learn American Sign Language. I don't think that's
Yeah, but I
two
just don't know
mutually
that-
exclusive things.
no, but I don't know that like they have like specialized. Like that
Oh.
seems interesting. I mean, I'm not saying it's not, but it's like an interesting.
Someone like
idea.
giving it
Yeah.
their all, like really.
Yeah.
putting
Well,
on the thing.
I do
can
love
see
they-
it.
they-
know
Well, I
what
feel
you're
like there are
saying.
good interpreters and bad interpreters,
skipping
and
me?
they would probably go through some sort of screening process.
Well,
I don't
that's-
know. Maybe
that's
this is
just
an
your-
issue.
Well, would you say that's just your?
That's how I would hope it.
interpretation?
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh.
I just like can't imagine being
what's
deaf
up.
and being like, let's go to a thing where I have to hear.
Everything is a thing you have to hear.
But I know, but like you have to like exclusively hear at a comedy show.
Well, they
like,
Like-
you must hear. That's like the number one thing.
Well, I do.
I
love,
mean, have you never like? I don't.
Well, they do it at concerts too, which
I mean, do you think they shouldn't go to movies? Like,
Yeah, movies you can see.
you can,
I don't know if you've ever been to the movies.
you can
Kate.
You
see
see a
the,
comic,
the
too.
comics too.
I know, but you can listen to a comedian. It doesn't actually play into it as
I
much
kind
as...
of get what you're saying.
Like, if
but-
you go
Yeah.
see Transformers without sound, you'd be like, this is...
well, that's what I'm saying.
Cool,
I think the
guess.
interpreter
Yes.
like it's not as like the jokes won't be as good. But
So we should just not let deaf people do comedy.
not
I
what I'm
think is
saying.
what
Well,
we
do
or
comedy.
go
They
to
shouldn't
comedy.
do comedy either. I
No,
wouldn't
deaf people
understand
shouldn't
that.
do comedy. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
what? Deaf people can still.
No, because they'd be like,
No, they
can
some
talk.
deaf people
Yeah.
can talk. Yeah.
well, yeah, the ones that can talk, they can do comedy.
And there's also that guy.
Thank you.
There's
Thanks
also
for
that,
letting them in.
there's that kid that does like his phone.
Yeah.
Ooh,
But I do love there's
Beautiful,
I don't know if
thank
you ever
you.
seen Blink-182's playing Coachella and they play
Put that away.
they play Family Reunion.
Aw,
You know,
I'm so
yes,
sorry.
they have a song that's basically just like the 7 words you're not supposed to say on the radio that George Carlin did. It's just like shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, tits, fart, turd, and twat.
I fucked
And-
your mom.
Yeah, so watching
goodness.
the interpreter while they're playing that song is very funny because he's like,
Yeah, a concert I could get. Yeah, a concert I could get
Wait,
behind.
you get a
definitely.
you can get behind a concert
if you're deaf?
before that
That's
makes
the
less
second
sense.
place.
No.
I think a
No,
concert makes more
concert-
sense than comedy
yeah.
because it is visually way more stimulating than comedy.
Yeah, like going to.
I
a
think
comedy
deaf
show.
people can decide for themselves what they enjoy
They can do
going
No,
whatever
of
to.
course.
they want.
I'm just saying
they're
I
like-
think a concert makes more sense than comedy.
They're not
Yeah, like they got
listening.
lights and stuff going on instead of just like a person in front of a mic.
Yeah.
Saying words that you can't hear.
And you can like feel like the vibrations. Like it's not.
You
like
can't feel
Yeah.
the laughter, you don't think?
It's a fair point.
All right.
You have to put your ear to the ground like Beethoven.
Feel the laughter.
I don't think Beethoven put his ear to the ground.
Yeah, he used
Yeah,
to put his
that's how-
ear to the ground and he'd pound the keys to know which one. He used to write like symphonies.
That's
I
how
thought
he
he,
lost.
He was so on
I
the
thought he had
piano.
like a fucking weird like
A horn?
yeah or something.
Really?
Yeah, cauliflower.
That was in Wild Wild
I
West.
feel like I see
'Cause he
pictures
wasn't,
like
like, completely
paintings like
deaf.
that.
Also,
he was-
blind
Didn't he get
people-
deaf later?
Yeah. you
Yeah,
get
he
that.
also I don't think he was born deaf.
Blind people at sporting events. What are you doing there? What are you doing there?
That one
That one doesn't make sense.
That's fucked up. Why are they going there?
Well, I saw this thing that Ticketmaster did. They made this little board for this blind. You know that famous blind like TikToker? He like skateboards and shit and
No.
does all this stuff. He's like unreal at skateboarding.
He's famous, never heard of him.
He's famous on TikTok. And Kate. And,
Uh-oh.
fucking Kate.
He's
don't-
gonna take your name tag away.
Yeah, give me that name tag.
Does he have an
Did I lose it?
Does he have an interpreter who's skateboarding alongside him the whole time?
No, he does it with a cane. But
He doesn't need an interpreter. He's blind, not deaf.
Fuck. Okay, we're off interpreters.
He has a dog. Does he have a
He's like, I don't
dog?
know what's happening. It's just quiet right now. So anyway,
sorry.
they have this board that they give them that that Ticketmaster like invented or something. They're like pushing. It's like this technology where it's the NBA, like it's a court, it's a basketball court that you sit on your lap and it like vibrates where the ball is on the court, and then if they get a basket.
He's not gay.
Like the bucket there. Then like it's like a braille basketball game on your hand.
But what's the point of that? Who gives?
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
that's
saying.
the-
It's like going to a comedy show fucking deaf. It's like what are you
No,
doing?
that's a little different.
That's not different.
Yeah, at least when you're deaf and there's an interpreter too. We're saying.
Yes.
If
Well,
there's
have
an
you seen
interpreter,
the-
you're at least getting something. If you're blind in a basketball game, you're just sitting
Yeah, but you
somewhere.
can hear everything.
Have
I don't
you
know if you know
seen
what
it?
blind means.
It would be very
I know
funny.
what blind means.
I actually would love to watch a game of a bunch of blind people playing basketball with packed out audience, and just every time they're just bricking the ball, but people are like,
Yo, but
Yeah.
they have blind softball, and the ball has like
beep.
sonar, and it like beeps, so you can hear
Bunch of bats
when
Whoa.
it's like
baseball.
throwing at you. You can like hear it,
A lot
and
of
then
broken
it's like
noses in that
you
game,
know
though.
where the like bases are, and it's like kind of cool.
Yeah,
That
I've
is cool.
seen
But-
that.
Yeah.
Why don't they
Is
just
the
do
pitcher-
something else?
is the
Yeah.
pitcher
You
blind?
can't
I don't
see.
know. I would assume not. I assume the pitcher's probably not blind.
Listen,
Yeah,
But it
that
also
seems
maybe it's like
impossible.
there's some
Yeah.
like the home plate is like beeping at him. I don't
But then
know.
that
Just
would
a
be
lot
like
of
way
beeping.
too much going on.
Yeah,
they
I
should
don't
just
know,
find
but
a
that's like
different
cool though.
hobby. Like,
Yeah.
seriously.
Why? I think it's cool.
It's sweet that it's like, oh, you can play this or do this now, but it is like one of those. Hey, maybe you should just find a thing that's
Yeah.
easier for you to do.
Just do it easierly.
But
Just
yeah,
be disabled
Just do it
in
easy.
the corner away from everybody else. I think is what you guys are all saying.
I'm just saying, if I were one of those people,
I wouldn't want to.
I would
What
never
do you
leave
mean
my
those
house.
people?
Yes. No. Yes.
I would never leave my house.
What's
There's
the
other
point?
stuff to do. I could go look at a pond.
So
if
if
I'm deaf.
if you're-
I can look
So
at.
if
I
you
can go
went
to the
deaf-
aquarium if I'm deaf.
If you went deaf, you would never go to a comedy show again.
No, why would I? There'd be no
No, I
reason.
don't think I would.
I'm not learning sign
I'd also
language.
be- I'd
If
also
I
be-
go deaf later on,
You're
there's-
not learning sign language.
If I go deaf later on in life, I'm not.
What if you
learning a
go
new
deaf
language.
tomorrow?
How am I going deaf? Is there an explosion?
You
kit?
won't be
Yeah,
able to do
maybe. You don't know.
No, I understand.
In this political climate, you never know when a bomb's gonna go off.
You're right.
It's
I
true.
do think bombs are about
Yeah.
to go off a lot of the time.
Yeah.
You don't think that when you hear
No,
a
I
plane
do.
that's flying too low?
We've
and
talked
you're
about
like,
this all the time. I always
that's
think.
the
No, if
one.
I hear a plane flying too low these days, I'm like, oh, it's going down.
No, I always
Yeah.
think it's like a bomb.
An
Yeah.
attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I hear like a loud truck go by, I'm like, that's it.
You're right, Kate. I should learn sign
You
language.
should learn
for the
sign
bombs
language?
that are going to go off
If you're
tomorrow.
deaf. Only if you're deaf. Yeah, but no, if you're deaf, like, why would you go to a comedy show? I don't get the appeal.
I think that you can still understand the jokes.
I don't know.
I like the idea of
Yeah.
there being like a wave of laughter and then a smaller one 2 seconds after,
Yeah.
just for them.
Well, that's just me.
Don't be a dick, Logan.
Been going off on this for like 20 minutes.
Mine was like a joke. You were like, these freaks should get out of comedy.
I didn't say freaks. They're not in comedy. Deaf people aren't doing comedy.
Don't
That's
hey,
even crazier.
Not
we
yet,
can say whatever
you
they
know?
want. We want, okay? They can't listen
They
to
can't
this.
hear us. They're like the Amish.
They are like
That is actually that is one thing.
But
that
isn't
deaf
it
people can't-
transcribed underneath?
Yeah, on
You think-
Spotify
you
now
think
it
deaf
has
people just go like read like
Podcast?
podcast
Maybe.
transcripts?
They probably read a
Probably,
lot. Yeah.
I don't think
Oh,
they're
oh, yeah,
reading
actually-
podcast transcripts. That seems insane.
You,
Comedy is
same as
out
dope.
for deaf people. You're not
They
allowed.
shouldn't laugh. If
they're not allowed to laugh at
They're deaf.
anything.
Don't bother
I
laughing.
have no problem
That's
with comedy
insane.
podcasts. No, I
stand-up.
understand them going to a comedy show, but seeing,
I
I mean, reading a
don't
podcast
understand them
transcript
doing
seems
anything.
nuts. To
Go
me.
to a clown.
go to a clown. Yes.
Go hire a clown.
I mean, like a circus.
Because that's a very visual, comedic thing. A mime, perhaps?
Dan's
They're like, I get it.
Dan's the clown. And he's like, and he's like, and they're like, it's like you couldn't even fucking hear it.
Like, tell them it's honking.
No, you juggle, you spit fire, stuff like that clowns do.
Clowns famously spit fire.
Yeah, they do.
I think that's a fire breathers.
Fire breathing clown.
Are clowns really?
Another thing a deaf person would love.
I do think guys that breathe fire are clowns, but they're not. Like,
Whoa.
I've spit fire. It's sick.
Have you?
It's very scary.
Kerosene?
Yeah, no, lighter fluid.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
You put lighter fluid in your mouth, you go. And all
That's
your
so
friends go
scary.
Sick, and they recorded on a Nextel in 7th grade, and you get in trouble a week later.
You
because
seem like
Kyle,
someone-
deaf people.
Kyle showed his mom.
Deaf people
I
have
won't
no
talk
use
till
for a
now.
Nextel, dude. They would have no idea people were chirping them.
Oh, that'd be so embarrassing.
Yeah, they'd be like, "Who's this?" Or where you
the
at?
the
Have you ever
phone's
been on
upside down.
fire? You seem like someone who's been on fire.
No, we lit Kyle on fire though. the
That's
same
such
day.
a Kyle thing.
The same day I spit fire, Kyle was like, "Let's light me on
You spit
fire."
fire flames, dude. You were freestyling.
We also made Jello shots out of wild turkey that day.
Ooh,
What
that
a
sounds
disgusting.
gross.
Jello shots out of wild turkey?
Yeah.
What
yeah.
flavor Jello?
Just
What
whatever
the fuck? What does it
Brian
even?
had
Wild
in the
turkey's a vodka.
Oh,
No, it's a
okay.
Whiskey, yes.
I literally thought you meant like a turkey.
A turkey that you
What?
guys killed.
I heard you like thinking that. I was like, should I just let her think that?
No, I'm glad you
it's like
stopped me.
101 proof whiskey that
Okay.
Hunter S. Thompson drank. Very.
For a
lot
second
of-
there, I literally thought you were like grinding up turkey bones to make like gelatin and then like making jello shots, which makes no fucking sense.
We also played with a gun that day. That was a good day.
Hell
Hey,
Sounds like the
that's where you
biggest
got the turkey, yeah.
Upstairs.
It's like
That's how you got the wild turkey.
every parent's nightmare. They made Jello shots out of like very high fucking alcohol content whiskey. Then they play with a gun,
Good.
lit each other on fire.
Like legit.
I wonder why you got in trouble.
Brian's family, his older brother wrestled, so they would go to like the middle of nowhere for wrestling tournaments all around the state on Saturdays, and then we would just like run wild in this house. And then we found the gun that his dad had, and they were like, we should bring it outside and shoot it in the back.
Yeah.
And I was like, no.
Guys.
But we did.
You were the
play
voice
with
of
gun.
reason.
We did keep the gun out. And then we were watching a Gene Simmons thing from Kiss, and he was spitting fire, and I was like, I could probably do that. And then we went down in Brian's basement.
The no gun guys, the I'm gonna spit fire guy.
Yeah.
It's weird.
And then we lit Kyle on fire. It was a good day.
These kids sound like they were like made in a lab. Bad.
Yeah, they were
youths.
bad kids.
It's
Jesus.
like every drug commercial I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Legit, everything we were doing, I was like, this is a PSA I've heard. This is a
Yeah.
PSA.
Yeah,
Don't
when you're-
spit fire with your friends.
When you're a dumb kid, but even in the moment, you're like, I'm in danger. Like, this is a bad scene.
Yeah, I never.
It
spit
is. I feel like when that stuff's going on, like it's everybody but one kid wants to go. I don't think we should be doing this, but everybody's too scared to be the kid to say that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's him.
You just look like a bitch in front of all your friends.
You are a bitch.
Yeah.
You guys are playing spin the gun.
Legit, they would be like doing shit
When
like
you
that.
and Bo- you
Bang
and the- you and
bang.
the boy-
No, Joni.
Fucking kiss me, bro. Let's go.
I'm not gay.
7 minutes in heaven. That was 5. Get back in the fucking closet.
We're bad boys. We're the dangerous youth. Oh,
fucking
man. I never
crazy.
did any gun stuff or fire stuff as a kid.
Yeah,
And then-
I never
I
either.
did some fire. I did some bullet stuff, but no gun stuff.
Bullet stuff?
What?
Bullet
Yeah.
time.
Our friend, our friend's dad had his like.
We slowed down time and fucking.
Our friend's dad had like a gun cabinet that he left open by accident, and like my friend just took the bullets, and then we like took them to the woods and like lit them on fire.
Buddy, if
That's
me
it.
and you were friends,
Have any of
we
y'all
would've
shot a
had
gun before?
and bullets.
I have not.
Well, there
You-
were guns.
No.
We just didn't want to take the
Yes.
gun. Like my friend was like, "I'll just take a thing of bullets." Which, in retrospect, his dad was definitely like, "I'm
Uh-oh.
missing a whole piece of
The
bullets. those aren't cheap either."
This gun's being used in a trial. I need these bullets. I need the counts.
Yeah, actually, I should like ask him if like he ever asked about that.
Dad's
Because like
been in jail
if
for
I-
30 years.
It's like if I was the dad, I'd be like freaking out.
Yeah,
like,
where
where
do
the
my bullets
fuck
go?
are my bullets?
Yeah, I feel like bullets are accounted for, right?
Dude, what if he came home and was
No.
gonna
I
unalive
mean, a whole
himself,
case
but he
of
didn't have bullets, so he never did.
That's pretty good. Maybe you
Yeah,
saved his
maybe he
life.
saved
You're
his
right.
life.
Ooh.
This
What
stuff's
if their house had gotten broken into, and he was like,
I got it.
"I got the gun." He's like, "Where's the bullets?"
Was there only like one case of bullets in there?
I don't know because I didn't like. I wasn't in.
Usually
the cabinet.
people,
He
I feel
just
like
came
bullets
down.
are things that people like stockpile.
Yeah, for sure.
It was weird because
Yeah.
the bullets also were in like a. It was, if I remember correctly, it was like a plastic like square container that was like like it almost looked like. I was like, it seems like packaging that is a little too juvenile for what it contains.
Like it wasn't like
Bullets.
safety locked.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just like a box.
Yeah.
But it was like a plastic
light
box. Like
bulb
it, like it
box.
looked like it was like
I've
something
seen
you'd
bullets
buy
that
at like
come in
a
like cardboard
Pappy.
boxes.
Yeah, that. Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You have glitter on your eye.
Me?
Yeah, on
He's
your
not
right,
gay.
on your right eye.
Let me get
Not
that for you.
gay.
But yeah.
I was like, no, don't do it.
It's, I can't see it now, but it was definitely maybe it was just a twinkle. in your eye.
Twinkle.
I'm a
I
vampire.
thought I saw glitter in your
You're a
eye.
glampire.
I'm a vampire.
Pissing me
Wait,
off.
so Logan, you shot a gun?
You've shot a gun, right?
I've shot guns.
Shot,
too.
Yeah.
shooting guns is sick.
You've
I
shot a
don't
gun?
like it actually.
It is nerve wracking, yeah.
That's just drawing the
That's
West.
that's
Have
a
you
no.
shot a gun?
Yeah.
We were talking about this the other day. Isn't it fucking weird? Like when you go to the shooting range, it's like the target's a person.
Yeah.
I'm like, why don't we get like a
Just a
deer
circle.
or something?
Just
like,
a circle's fine.
Yeah.
yeah, a circle's
good
fine
point.
too, but like at least like
when
why
you
a
go to the
person? Like,
archery, it's a circle.
yeah, I'm like
Ever wanna
a deer. Like
shoot
a
bow
deer
and
would be
arrows.
fine. Like you know, because
Yeah.
like people
Shoot deer.
go
yeah.
hunting, but
Yeah.
like
Yeah, but
Like,
you're
why are we doing
defending
people?
your home.
Yeah, you're not defending your home from a deer.
Yeah,
You go to the shooting range, it's never like
And if you're
it's
deaf, you
90%
really need a
psychic. So
Yeah.
it's never people that are like there to be like, just in case someone breaks in. It's like, God, I hope I get to do this to somebody.
Yeah.
someday.
Yeah,
No, I don't
it sets a bad
is
baseline
fun,
where you're like, this is
though.
what we're doing with
Yeah.
these. Like, we're
Have
shooting
you gone
people.
to shooting range?
Yeah, I shot one of the semi-automatics, but it was like mounted, and that was like cool. But then the handguns like freaked me out because it's so easy to just like.
It's fun.
It could. Yeah, the
No,
recoil
it
is
freaks
crazy.
me out because you can just like. They're so light. Like, you can just like,
It's
turn
light and it's not as bad as you think.
and you like turn and just like shoot someone.
Yeah.
Whereas like the big gun, I was like, I can't.
Too.
So it was so that I was like, but then I got anxious when the gun was like really light, and I was like, you know what?
I'd
I'm just
probably-
gonna put this down and walk away.
Pick it up and you're like, this is like close to toys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I've held more toy guns, and this is a toy,
yeah.
but it's a real gun,
And
then
could
you're
kill
like, I am
someone.
God.
It's awful.
Yeah.
No, I don't
Yeah.
like it.
I feel like I'd really get God complex with a gun.
You immediately understand why everyone loves guns.
Legit. That's I'm not gonna shoot one because I know I'll love it way too much. And then
I don't
start
think you
killing-
will.
I'll
I
start
I didn't
killing
like
you.
I thought I would
it.
love
I
it.
didn't
I'll
like
kill
it.
you first, by the way, just so you know.
Also,
I was like,
pistol
I
is way
shouldn't have
harder.
this much power.
I'm
I'm
gonna shoot you in the
too.
back of the head when
Yes.
you're sleeping.
It's like I'm all
I
the
don't
way
trust
over here. I
myself.
could kill someone all the way over there. That's
Yeah,
the
I
beauty
don't
of
like
guns.
that.
That's the beauty of guns is you could kill somebody.
Well, no, I mean like that. You could do it from such far
Or what?
distance. That's like the crux of the whole thing. Is like up until the swords.
Yeah.
You had to
Well,
be like-
they had swords and then they got.
I mean, swords up until guns.
Well, no, they do arrows.
Well, up
then?
until arrows, bow and
Yeah,
arrows.
arrows.
Yeah,
Yeah, probably. I'm like, yeah.
they're not as lethal.
All right, my bad.
Arrows stink.
Arrows are fun though.
I've never
Archery's
done
fun.
arrows. I
And
want to do the
archery is
archeries.
fun.
Yeah,
Arrows
it's
are
a good
cool.
time.
Did you do like a crossbow?
Crossbow?
like a-
No, I did like just a regular normal bow. Yeah, one of them.
I forget what that's called. This is like a
Bullseye.
I think it's
compound. I think a compound bow is.
I
a
caught it at the last
crossbow.
second. I was
Yeah.
like,
A crossbow is the thing that you hold like a gun, right? And it's like
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
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 yes.
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
shoot a shotgun and crack it over my knee.
A double barrel shotgun.
Yeah.
You at the shooting range?
Yeah.
I've shot shooting skeet is fun. Like clay pigeons, like with shotguns. That is.
That's cool. You just shoot guns into the air.
Yeah. I did actually. We did that at Boy Scout camp, and Aaron held the shotgun like
Boy Scout
wrong.
camp.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we were shooting guns, so it was pretty fucking cool, actually. But Aaron
Yeah,
held the
okay.
shotgun
You're
like
shooting gay pigeons. What'd you say?
clay
Oh,
pigeons.
clay.
That they made that morning in pottery.
No pottery class. But Aaron held the shotgun
was
like
ceramics.
wrong. He held it like way too far from his
Shoulder.
Like you're supposed to like hold it into your shoulder, and he held it away, and the kickback fucking like basically knocked him over, and he had like a huge bruise from
Whoa.
where he fucking got
That's
it.
like what happens to guys in comedy movies
Yeah.
when they go skeet shooting.
I will
The
say when
rules.
we went shooting, my mother got it for us as a Christmas present for me and my sister, and we were shooting like whatever, like the little caliber guns, but they were still guns. And then there was a guy who like belonged to the shooting range who had like a Call of Duty gun.
Yep.
And he shot that, and I thought I was dead. Like the sound, like just by the sound alone, it was like 90 small explosions. I mean, that's what they are. But
Yeah.
it was like the loudest. I
thought
felt
you
it
thought you
like,
were dead.
in my butt. Like it was.
That's where you feel bullets, is in your butt. Yeah.
I felt it in my butthole. Like,
Dan,
But you know what I
Dan
mean?
shit himself.
Shot through the butt.
You're too late.
so yeah, guns are sick. Deaf people out.
Shooters in, death out.
Actually, deaf people-
Should deaf people have
They'd be-
guns?
Deaf people at the shooting range should probably be sick because
Yeah,
They can't hear anything.
They
Yeah.
don't even have to put
I
on.
go,
the
look at that
fucking-
guy. He's not wearing plugs or anything.
His ears
he's
are
the
just
coolest
bleeding.
guy.
Actually, I knew a bunch of deaf people when I was younger. Hated them. No, I'm just kidding.
Why did you know a bunch of
No,
deaf
it was
people?
like one deaf.
He's like, they
kid.
never laughed at my jokes.
There was one deaf kid I was like really good friends with, and
Doesn't sound.
I
like
don't
it.
know.
no, I didn't actually like hanging out with him, but it was like one of those things where like our
Your
moms,
parents
were,
are getting
yeah. His dad had a gun, and I put my hands up. This isn't the story, but I always wanted to wear his hearing aid because they would look so cool. Don't they?
Of course, yeah. The
Don't they
robot
look
kid,
sick? That's it. I wanted to wear a hearing aid, but like, have you ever worn a hearing aid, Kate?
My sister has them.
I had my ears closed, man. I mean, my eyes closed. Okay.
My ears closed.
But
My
yeah,
sister got hearing aids recently.
Really?
Yeah, and they like attached
Whoa,
to
did somebody have unprotected sex with their ear?
what?
Hearing aids.
Hearing
Yep.
aids.
Go on.
Oh, okay. No,
She's like, oh, I feared that's what you were saying.
Oh no.
no, she just like, can't hear ever, so she got hearing
It's
aids.
the HIV.
Sure.
she liked
Hearing-
that one.
hearing-
She liked that version.
Hearing impaired vampire.
But they like Bluetooth connected.
What's the B? I don't know.
They're like Bluetooth connected to her phone and shit.
Oh,
so
so
it's
she can listen
like
to pods all
Oh,
day?
that'd be so
Yeah.
funny. Wait, did she have
so
a...
when you call and stuff, it's like
Whoa.
connected to
Oh,
her
wow.
ear
Does-
already. Yeah.
Whoa.
Does she have a
Yeah.
boyfriend or a husband?
She's a husband. Yeah.
That'd be so funny if her husband was watching porn and connected to her hearing. He's like in the bathroom. She's like, cool.
That's beautiful.
Deaf porn.
What's
Deaf.
is something wrong?
Anyways.
Wow. So yeah, I want a hearing aid. Is what we're trying to say.
Why do you want a hearing aid?
Do you have trouble hearing?
No.
I'm
You don't.
gonna need a hearing
I
aid
don't know.
if I keep forgetting to bring earplugs to our practice.
Yeah. Because
'Cause the
someone's
guitars?
playing fucking guitar, annoying and loud.
Guitars
the
suck.
entire practice.
I can't even hear my guitar at practice.
That's all I can hear. It's like wee.
All I can hear is
It's
just
like fucking booting up stuff. No, fuck off. The drums. No, shut the fuck up. The drums are great.
This is a great argument.
Yeah.
This is what being a band is, just hating all the other noises that aren't the noise you're making.
No, they're like the drum. I play them the right way.
you know that you play them louder than like anybody else.
Yeah, I play them right.
You're so bad.
I play them confidently.
Mm.
Dan's like,
Okay.
we're all right. I'm gonna play soft for this song. Like, it's like blowing like fucking.
It's
tops
really
off.
hard to play soft. Okay.
Yeah, you're always rock hard, dude.
Yeah.
I hear you guys have some new songs. Is this true?
Yeah.
Master interview, Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
The streets are saying you got a couple new tunes.
Who
The
writes
buzzin'.
the songs?
It's usually like a collective.
Do you do the music and lyrics or just
Yeah,
okay?
Ooh.
Here's the okay.
I'm a poet. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Why?
Can deaf people go to slam poetry?
No.
Ooh.
Why would they want to?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes, they can. If there's an
Okay.
interpreter.
Is it
Hey,
okay?
If you're deaf, you can do whatever you'd like.
You-
I'm just saying, if I was,
But Dan's gonna judge you for it. Yeah.
Whatever. Boom.
I'm just saying, why would you?
Yeah. No. Yeah. I'm with you. Too.
Well, if all your friends are going, wouldn't you want to go along?
No, I'll
No,
meet
just
up
go to
after.
Yeah. I'm at the pond. I'm looking at the pond again.
Slam poetry seems like a weird one just because I'm like I already would think that was so boring. If I
Yeah.
couldn't hear
Well,
it,
that's
I'd
why
be
I
like,
think it's okay for deaf people because it's
Oh,
just
wait.
so.
So they're allowed to go to boring shit or visually appealing shit.
Yes.
But
Don't
if
go to
it's
any-
not visual appealing and good, they're not allowed.
Yes.
don't-
Okay.
I said I wouldn't
a
go to
sense
slam
anymore.
poetry if I was deaf.
Yeah, but Tyler's saying they should.
I'm saying they should just kill them.
You
so.
can do the other ones. There's 5 more, 4 more.
4 more what?
Sen-
You can
Senses.
eat.
Yeah.
Four more
Food.
things.
You can see great things.
Don't worry, there's 4 more things you can do if you're deaf.
You can go and feel stuff.
It's like delivering the
You can
news.
go
Like,
feel
Yeah.
stuff.
so I have bad news. Well,
But
you have
not
4
love.
senses, right? No, never mind.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Four. Is it? I thought it was
5.
5.
No,
Is
no,
it
no.
6?
That's,
You think-
4
that's,
for deaf.
that's how you tell delivering the news to someone that just
You're
recently became
touchy,
deaf. Like, I got some good news.
Smelly.
You still have 4
tasty.
senses.
5. There's 5 senses.
You're like,
delivering the good news to someone that's deaf. They're like, what? What?
oh yeah, that's right. I'll write it down for you. You have 4 senses still.
Also, very funny thing to have the news
And
delivered
a
to you.
picture
It's
of a
like,
pond.
it's like we got bad news. You're deaf. They're like, no, I know.
Yeah.
I can't hear you.
Yeah, it's not news, I guess.
You're deaf.
Fuck, I was afraid of this. God damn
I had
it.
a feeling when I couldn't hear anything.
Shit.
You know what I do? You just made me think of it with sign language. But like, do you do it? And it's like, I hate that I do it. But like sometimes, if it's like a foreign person at a store or something, for some reason, I start using my hands to
Yeah.
talk. Like I'm like,
Yeah.
you have this, but like. they're just foreign. They speak English. They just have like an accent. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm being like a fucking asshole.
no,
right
I
now.
think you're being extremely helpful.
I do that with
Yeah.
with
I'm not
ESL
kidding.
students. I do it a lot, but I think that's just helpful.
That's how I talk to
Alright.
my friend at work.
I was gonna say, yeah.
you got to talk in big open arm type slobs of words.
Slobs.
It is fun. I do
Just like that. That's the kind of
I do-
stuff they
old,
can understand.
old racists do like I feel like get louder.
Well, do you do it?
which doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
They're not deaf. They just don't. Speak
Do you do
the
it right
language.
off the bat, or do you do it when you realize they're having trouble understanding you? Because I feel like
Probably
I
right
do it when people start when I notice someone doesn't understand, and then I'll start adding.
Yeah,
With
I
your
think
hands
it's.
a lot
Yeah, I
this
think
pod.
it's a gradual
What?
thing.
So you've been talking with your hands a lot this pod. You're like, they don't
Have I?
understand
He
anything I'm
doesn't
saying.
Yeah, I also do it to people with special needs.
What? Why are you talking to
Okay.
them?
Yeah.
Don't
Why
talk
am I
to them.
talking
Don't
to
talk to them.
Are they allowed to go to comedy shows?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
they can do whatever they
They're the
want.
performers.
They're
They
fun.
can hear.
Yeah, if you can hear, they might not understand, but
Yeah.
That which okay.
But
let's
like, but like, that's the
Yeah,
thing.
oh, yeah.
It's like if you can hear it, but you don't understand the joke, versus like you can't hear it, but if you read it, you understand the joke. Wouldn't
understand
like?
jokes.
yeah, but it's inflection. They're not gonna understand me. My jokes aren't funny on
We talking
paper.
people
I
I
with-
really
can't believe
gotta
we're back
muscle
on this.
them in there.
I have a question.
You
Wait,
never
if say there's a very special needs.
That's what I mean.
person
But
in
if
the
there's someone
audience.
interpreting their emotions and like they have inflection with how they do their interpretation thing.
Yeah, they'll
Right?
like
It-
make
okay,
a
so-
face and
Yeah.
a flourish. A whole
what
thing.
type of-
say there's a very special needs person.
What
in the
type of
audience.
special needs?
like Down syndrome?
Okay, that's what I'm picturing.
Okay,
Okay, I'm picturing you in the audience.
do you what would feel what would feel worse? What would feel worse if they didn't laugh at all, or they were the only person laughing?
Oh, this is like an age-old conundrum. I
Think if they didn't laugh at
if they
all.
didn't laugh
if they
at
didn't
all.
laugh at all,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I
Really?
wanna
Because if
play
they're
to
the
him.
only person,
How many
laughing,
other people are in
wouldn't
the
you
audience?
Start to be like,
Yeah.
You're like,
Am
so,
is there something
How many other people in the audience, though?
packed?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Were they good? Were the audience laughing at the other comedians,
I'm
or is
fine
it like
with
a bad room?
You're the host.
All right, I'm fine with them not laughing then.
I'm fine with them
Yeah.
laughing. I want that guy on
but
my
What? Okay,
That's the
side.
only
okay.
person
Sorry. All
laughing.
right.
Yeah,
How about
that's
how
fine.
about
Have
how about
fun.
Are
how
there
about
deaf
how about
people
they
there?
don't laugh at all, or they laugh the hardest out of everyone else?
I
but
don't see
people are still
disability,
laughing?
so I don't
Oh,
think I
that's
would
fine.
notice them.
You don't see disability?
That's
Open
what's
your
up.
eyes.
That's kind of rude.
I'm saying they're like
I refuse to look at
the,
anyone
the
with
rest of the
disabilities.
audience.
Yes, I ignore them completely.
I'm blind to them.
I get fucking Kate hands out yonder bags, but it's for special needs people's heads.
Whoa. Leave their head in the bag when they go to the show.
Yeah. She's like, I don't want to look at them. Okay, but what if it's like either they don't laugh at all,
It's
they don't laugh
hypotheticals
at all,
every movie.
they don't laugh at
Nonsense.
all, but everybody else is laughing, or everybody else is laughing, but they laugh the hardest.
That one.
Like, but like,
That one's the best.
but like
Yeah.
carrying
Yeah.
over, like everybody else has simmered down, they're still like losing it.
This has happened at multiple open mics.
I feel like we've reached into a weird spot that I am just.
Yes.
Can we just reverse?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
All right, fine. What if
We
what
just
if
do a
the
pivot
deaf
here.
person and a blind person, and
Throw it in
they're
reverse,
laughing?
let's get back to death.
Do mute people? You know mutes?
Now, what's up with mutes? Do
They don't
know?
talk.
Do they know how
A
to
mute
talk?
person, I'm sure would be very funny because they'd just be like,
That's what I mean. Can they laugh?
I don't know. Is
Understand
it,
laughter
is it a
as
vocal
common?
cord thing?
No, it's a
wait, that's an
deaf, dumb, and blind.
I think
They're
that's
dumb.
I think that's an Attell joke.
What?
Something about like a mute person, like he's what the fuck is it?
in the podcast. Kate, what have you been up to? How's Faith? Your
Faith
dog.
is good.
Is she
Good
blind or deaf?
She's not blind or
She's
deaf.
got a crooked leg.
She has a crooked leg.
Okay.
Aw.
So
I love a dog with a deformity.
yeah,
Little
she's got. So
baby.
she's always in like little first position ballerina
seals?
style. It's pretty
I
cute.
met
Yeah.
Faith the other night. She
Yeah,
tried to
nothing.
eat us at first, but then she chilled out.
She tried to eat Dennis because Dennis did what I told him not to do.
He always does that.
What did he do?
Put his face
He
in
put
her
her
face.
face. I was like, yeah, just don't put her face in your face or try to pet her right
you
away.
know,
And he
in the
immediately
second.
got down on his like forelegs and like put her. And I was like, don't do that. And he did it. And then Faith was like, I'm gonna bite your face now, which
Yeah.
didn't, but like
Yeah,
scared
it was-
him.
yeah.
Is Faith a rescue?
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Oh.
I bet Faith
She's-
is fucking. She can bite Dennis's face.
Oh yeah.
Well, Dennis was immediately like, "Yep, you told me not to do that." I don't know why I did. Dennis, great quote from Heroes 2. He's slumped over in a chair. His eyes are closed. He goes, "I am hammered." And Kate goes, "You don't have to drive. You can stay here." He
I
goes,
have an air mattress.
He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh no, I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm not hammered. I'm just really drunk."
Oh, all right.
Yeah, never mind. Here's your keys.
Yeah.
Let me calm your worries.
He did make it home safe
He
because he's
did.
still alive, as far as I know.
He did, yeah. He texted me the next day
Yeah.
and said I should not have drove, which is always good. Yeah. I shouldn't make it. Whatever. It's all legend or whatever. Can you? What's the statute of limitations on drunk driving?
You have to be caught in the act.
Really?
Yeah.
Like if I went up to a cop right now, kicked him in the nuts, and then said I drove drunk last night, then spit on him, I'd be good.
You wouldn't get a drunk driving charge.
He'd be like, as you
would-
were.
You would be a
Have a good night.
Yeah,
Officer,
probably,
yeah.
yeah, assaulting an officer, I guess, but he wouldn't be able to get me for drunk driving.
No.
Oh,
Unless
thank God. All right, I'm gonna go do that.
bucket list.
Yeah, I want to kick a pig right in the nuts and let him know I drink and drive all the time.
Calling them pigs is back.
Yeah.
I've been doing that too.
We'll be smoking weed in the car,
Yeah.
and like Scotty has the window down, and we'll drive through like a work site area, and there'll be a cop and be like, "Fucking pig," like blowing weed smoke. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, "Hello."
Yeah, I'm a badass.
Yeah, Faith is good. She
Yeah, back to Faith.
she's
How old's Faith?
she's probably like 3 and well, I've had
Oh,
her
I
for
love
3
that you-
years,
when you
so like
don't
3
know
and a
the
half. Yeah,
Date is the
3.5 to 4.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good pooch.
Let's all get
good
dogs.
stretch, Logan.
I'll walk all of them.
I'm just like a
You
dog.
can become a dog walker.
Yo, I need a
You
dog
got-
sitter
I got my
for
job.
first week of July.
And then I'll walk
Oh,
dogs.
do you want to sit my dog for the first week of
Hopefully I'll
July?
be
Don't let him sit.
Employed
Hopefully I'm
by that?
employed by
Okay.
the first week of July, but I'll
Well,
keep it in.
Tough market.
You can become a dog. That, yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude, I'll be Eddie McDowd.
Yeah, why don't you just dog walk?
You can be Airbud. Actually, you can't
I've
let
dog walked in the past. It's not very lucrative.
Yeah, I see.
No.
You're walking the wrong dogs. That's all it is.
Alright.
You gotta watch. You gotta walk the dogs that give you money.
Yep.
Fucking-
That'll about do it here. Kate, what else is up? How's pickleball?
I don't play pickleball. so
Volleyball.
How's
volleyball
volleyball?
is good. It's getting a little tense, but it's good.
I was watching girls volleyball the other night.
I'm sure you were.
Creepy.
I wasn't
Yeah.
like being a freak about it. I was like, these girls.
Just hanging with the girls again.
Yeah,
Just
like-
in the
Freak
back.
about it. I was in the bushes. They didn't know I was there.
no, they were spiking.
Would you
They
go
do
play
that.
volleyball?
Yeah. Would you? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't touch me.
You keep pushing into my
Well,
zone.
maybe your feet are in my fucking zone.
I was already here.
Yeah. I'm going to skills and
The
drills in
zone
the
for
morning
zone
tomorrow,
stuff.
but then
I can't
Yeah,
jump
nothing.
though. Do you need to jump?
you do need to jump.
You don't
Jumping's
need to.
big.
I don't
You
get
don't
that
need
high
to
up
jump.
Hang in
the
the
ground.
back.
I'm
You
tall
can-
as
you
shit,
can
though, so
do-
I bet.
Are you tall as shit?
Yeah.
No.
No, I don't.
No, you're 5'4".
I'm 5'8".
But it's we play at like a women's height, so it's like
Oh.
So I'm tall as shit to
women's
these
height.
broads.
yeah, or co-ed height. I don't know.
I go, come
The
on,
nets
you
are a
deaf
different
broads.
Happy slut month.
Yo, wait, we used to play against a deaf team.
I bet
Whoa.
they're great.
Are they
It
good?
was, it was
How
interesting.
do they communicate?
That's the thing
Yeah.
that was interesting.
High
They kind of
fives,
just
left and
like
right.
they kind of just like yell, but like I don't know. It was cool, but we also felt like they had really good. Like they were like
Synchronicity.
yeah,
Like,
because they
were
couldn't
vibing.
hear each other,
They
so
can
they
read
have
each
to
other's
like
minds.
Yeah.
kinda. They are like body language, so they knew if the other person was like going for it and stuff.
That's
It was
nuts.
really funny when they would argue with the ref, though. If I'm being honest.
What do you mean?
Did
Kinda,
they
yeah.
have those voices?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. They literally can't hear.
It's true.
Would you
No,
rather
I'm saying,
go?
like it's
I
it
like
makes
'em.
sense. They sound like like
Yeah.
they can't speak like super clearly.
I played
But it
intramural
was fun.
softball. I was thinking of intramural sports.
Yeah.
And then I got knocked out. And I don't want to ever play
Oh,
sports
the
again.
Boston
You won't get
Common.
knocked out by volleyball.
If you did,
Yeah.
That's
very funny.
insane.
If you got knocked out by girls volleyball,
Dan's gonna go full meet the parents and like spike a girl in the face. He'd be like, I can read voice backwards.
I mean, it
on your
happens.
forehead."
It's
Oh,
like
I wanna go
doesn't
play
hurt
someday.
that bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to play pickleball.
Ah,
okay,
of
what kid
course you
doesn't
do.
play pickleball?
I don't
I thought, no, come on, man.
Aw. He's
I'm
helping
gonna
you
have to
out.
Wash that lighter.
Watch the light.
Lighter.
It's kind of nice.
You just said lighter.
He's drawing
He's
on
drawing.
my leg.
He's filling in the hole.
I'm kind of happy you did it. It looks like when Batman takes his mask off.
Yeah.
He's got his eyes painted still.
It's always Batman with you.
I know
You
3
love
things.
Batman.
I love Batman. Man. Oh man.
That's very funny.
I just considered what happened. I'm not gonna smell like Sharpie all day.
You're not gonna smell like Sharpie.
I'm gonna smell like Sharpie all
No
day.
one's gonna smell you.
They're gonna smell my leg.
People be huffing Dan's leg later to get high. People fucking sniff permanent markers to get high.
Yeah, we had to have an assembly in 4th grade.
I was
'cause people
gonna
were doing
go
that.
to work, but then I hooked the Sharpie.
Off Dan's leg.
Why you get take there?
Is that why you got fired?
That's why you.
Yeah, I was huffing Sharpies while I was driving.
He got laid off.
I kept coming back with black nostrils.
We can't have this.
Yeah, we had an assembly in 4th grade because people were huffing markers. It was all my friends too, the badass kids.
Yeah.
But I never did. One time, my friend was like, "Dude, smell this," and I was like, "That smells pretty bad." and, then, and then we had to have like an assembly about it. My mom was like, "Are you huffing markers with them?" And I was like, "No, I mean like Tom asked me to smell a marker, but I don't like the smell of them."
Yeah, like smelling it once, being like, okay, why are you doing that? That doesn't smell good at all.
It is funny that they you weren't supposed to huff markers, but then also they made those markers that smelled good.
Yeah.
So they're
Really?
sending mixed signals to
Yeah,
kids.
what do
here.
you want me to do?
I think you were supposed to put it on the paper and then like smell it off the paper.
Yeah,
I
of
don't think you were
course.
supposed
No,
to like
I was
directly.
always sniffing those. Though.
Stickers
Yeah.
were good too.
Why do all these poisonous things smell like sugar cookies? Like, this is so fucked up.
Your mom's like, "Were you huffing markers at school today? You have like rainbow nostrils?" You're like, "No."
Why the fuck would you even ask me that?
No, of course not.
No, yeah, I never did, but all my bad kid friends did, and then they all became like the drug kids like the next year.
Yeah.
So cool.
I wasn't the
We
drug
should
kid.
call-
Dare,
call it-
Dare,
I was the
Dare
wrestler
never
kid.
Yeah.
told you about markers.
Yes, they
Gay-
did.
They're gay.
They're
No, they did. It
gateway.
was a dare meeting that we had to have. They had to come down.
You
to,
guys are
know-
younger than me. We didn't get the markers by then.
No, they didn't do markers in the original the original program. Do you guys remember the Dare songs?
No, we never did dare.
You never did Dare. That's
No.
why you're such a fucking drug addict.
Well, no,
I think
apparently.
that's why we are drug
Yeah,
addicts.
apparently the people who went through the DARE program were like ended up being more likely
Yeah,
to
of
like
course.
do drugs.
They were like, hey, these things are gonna make you feel cool, but they're really bad.
Yeah, it makes you like very aware of them.
Yeah, I had no
Yeah.
idea what drugs were until Dare.
We
well,
had a
also
lot of
they lied to you about them. So like,
yeah.
they said like, "Oh, weed's like this," and then you smoke weed, and you're like, "What else did they lie about?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Good
Yeah,
point.
I'm gonna have sex with my sister.
Also, remember they had like
And
the
it's Dare's fault.
Is that part of DARE?
Yeah, Truth or Dare. Yeah,
that was Double Dog Dare.
yeah, that was the Double Dog Dare program.
We had
Do that the next year.
we would have a lot of like drunk driving assemblies.
Well, that's.
Sad.
Do you remember they had
Yeah.
the
It was
drunk?
called SAD, right?
SADD.
I think it was
That
Mothers
was
Against
students
Drug
against
Driving.
Students- we had
That
students.
was
Yes.
Mothers Against
Mothers
Drunk
We had,
Against
Wow.
Drug
we had,
Driving.
oh,
Yeah.
we had a club called Students Against Drug Driving.
Oh,
Yeah,
very
that's what I
cute.
had.
Do you remember they had
You were an
when
SF.
they'd have the drunk,
DD.
Students
for
for
drug
drug
driving.
I was protesting outside of SAD.
which does sound like someone like.
Yeah, that's the sound of it.
I'm good at it. What?
The drunk driving goggles. Do you remember those?
No.
No,
What?
not in school.
They
I
had these
recently
goggles that in the DARE class, like they put on that were like,
Again, I
supposed to
didn't do
simulate,
DARE.
like- right. Okay.
did.
Well,
Stop acting like you took Dare, asshole.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm talking with,
I
you're not
feel
the only person I'm
excluded.
talking to.
I
all
was
right, Kate?
deaf. They didn't let me go to the DARE class.
DEAF.
Okay.
Because it's DARE spelled DARE.
Yeah.
And Dev is
But
spelled
Dev is-
DEAF.
Anyways,
Didn't
the,
make sense, did it? I told you.
anyways, the drunk goggles. It was like it's supposed to be like, isn't this scary? And like every
Yeah.
kid was like,
This is
it's
fucking
kind of
sick.
fun.
Yeah.
It's fun,
Actually,
yeah.
We had a blind kid in school. Sorry to bring it back to this. We had a blind kid in school, and we had a whole assembly
well,
on.
he definitely shouldn't be drunk driving.
What?
Oh, assembly on what?
About how he saw. And they had all these different types of goggles that you could put on, and like
Blindfolds?
some of them, some blind people can see like
Oh,
Oh,
Legally
yeah,
blind.
like-
very
yeah.
smidge amount,
Mhm.
and then other blind people are just like, this is just nothing.
Yeah.
I would want to be that one. If I could see like a little bit,
Yeah,
You
that
know, I
was-
that would get
Was he
annoying.
at the
Yeah.
assembly?
yeah,
Was he like, guys, stop fucking
that's my man
embarrassing
right
me?
there. I love that dude.
Really, the blind dude?
Yeah, he's a genius, and he had perfect pitch. So if you went like ah, you'd be like it's a C minor
Yeah.
or C sharp.
an
Imperfect
A
A
waveform.
minor.
He said that a lot too.
Nice.
Stereo.
Anyway,
Beautiful.
Yeah, he's a pedophile now.
not the blind kid. I love the blind kid.
How's the deaf kid
A
doing?
blind pedophile.
Deaf kid, I don't know.
Think
Deaf
about
kid was
that
a
for
great
a
wrestler.
I
That
kinda-
a blind
I kinda
pedophile
get
would be
that.
very funny, actually. Be like,
Yeah.
I don't know what they look like. I just know I want to fuck them.
A blind wrestler. Anyone can do anything. It's beautiful.
Yeah, you can wrestle.
Yeah.
A blind wrestler? Yeah, you
Don't
can.
go to
you
my
just gotta
comedy
feel. Yeah, wrestle. You can feel it out.
No.
No, do it.
Nah.
I'm curious to see what the brain was doing.
No
There.
shirts, no shoes, no deaf people.
That becomes the new norm on signs.
At the comedy show.
At the comedy show.
No shirt, no shoes, no hearing aids.
Don't tell, but it's
Don't show up. If you're deaf.
Don't listen.
don't hear. Yeah, don't. Can't hear.
Can't hear.
That's a new show of deaf
Oh,
people.
sorry,
in the
hold on.
audience. Yeah, go
One,
ahead.
one moment, please.
Thank you for saving
Kate,
me.
why couldn't the two melons get married?
I don't know.
Because they cantaloupe.
You got it.
Dan got it the second time I said it on the last podcast.
He needed more.
It was too word heavy.
Did you read that on a popsicle?
No, we were just talking about melons and cantaloupes.
Okay.
First episode was a little slow.
Why don't you get
This
a
one's
job
cooking.
making popsicle stick jokes? That's probably it.
Yeah, I'll
Apply
look
to
into
that
that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
There
you
was
should
a
write
kid
popsicles.
that
Yeah.
used to do comedy that did get that job.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they had like a competition. He won it. It was Richard something.
Writing popsicle jokes.
Yeah,
That's
I forget
sick.
if it was.
Write greeting cards? That's something you could do.
Mr. Deeds.
Yeah. Yo, what's up, pussy? Happy birthday. That'd be my greeting
Hallmark.
Great.
card. What's up, you little dick fucking loser?
There should be more greeting cards like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an Etsy business
What's
right
up,
there.
bitch?
What's up, you little dick loser? Sorry for your loss.
Yeah, actually, that's a good Etsy business.
Yeah, you
should
could do it
start
on
that.
Etsy.
Fire that
Get a
up.
little cricket.
mean
All right,
greeting
yeah.
cards.
OnlyFans.
Meeting.
I feel like
Etsy.
Dan knows how to craft. He could help you.
I legit, like, said Etsy, and I was like, we could do this. I'm like, Sammy has one of those printers.
The cricket?
Yes, the
Hell
cricket.
yeah.
The cricket's fucking
They're sick.
Which I
Make
think
cool
she used a cricket
t-shirts.
for Hallmark
Approximately
cards.
one time.
Really? My friend has a cricket, and I would use it all the time if I had one. They're pretty cool.
I'd be
They're
making
pretty
all
sick.
sorts of stuff.
Yeah,
if I had
t-shirts.
that cricket.
What's a cricket?
It's like a print. It's like a 3D printer.
It's
type
not a 3D
thing.
printer.
It's like
it prints
a
out
shirt
vinyls basically, so it like logos and stuff. It will cut it for you,
yeah, but what's
Ooh.
it
And
called?
and then you can peel it off, and you
It's
have
like a
a thing.
screen press,
Yeah,
almost,
tell someone.
Okay.
isn't it?
No,
Yeah.
it cuts out vinyl. So like vinyl sheets.
Seems like you're getting upset about
Yeah, but
this
you
cricket
can
thing.
like
In a
use it
printer
for screen
fashion.
pressing. You could put it on like t-shirts.
Yeah,
or
yeah. So
mugs
you
or
would
whatever.
cut out the vinyl and then like iron on vinyls and then like iron it onto a shirt.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
Or
yeah, it's a
mug.
screen press.
Or a mug, even. You can iron it onto a mug.
You can stick it onto a mug because
No,
they make
yeah,
sticker
iron it on.
vinyl
They have sticker
pieces.
ones as
Yeah,
well. But yeah,
That's
we
cool.
could make a whole business about this.
yeah.
Okay.
Why would you need it for greeting cards, though? Still, I'm wondering.
Because you could cut out paper and stuff, like
Yeah, there's
little
all sorts
paper
of, like,
cutouts.
Oh.
Yeah,
Shit like that.
Okay.
it's just for like cutting things out of a sheet.
Yeah.
Sheesh. That's good. Yeah, that's a. Okay.
That's cool.
Oh wow.
Well,
Speaking of crickets,
I'm thinking about if popsicles had like fucked up things on them instead of like
fucked up joke?
punny jokes. Yeah, that'd be kind of fun.
Yeah,
Eating a pop and you
you
just
could sell
see-
those on Etsy.
That's it, yeah.
have to get into the popsicle business too.
Yeah,
Buy
I think
some
that's just
dry
frozen
ice for
juice.
shipping.
booze popsicles.
Kid.
They had those for
They
a
did,
summer.
yeah.
For some.
For just one summer.
They still got them?
I think so. They're free. I think they
I
have
don't think
freeze
they'd get
pops.
rid of them.
I
Right?
like the Minute Maid wedges that you kind of like squeeze the bottom and the whole like
Yeah.
push up.
Those
you
are
know what I'm
fun,
talking
yeah.
Those are
about?
good.
I don't really like those
are
actually.
good. Okay. Or the eclair sticks? How about those?
I like those.
Those are good. The things with all like the outside is like all like rocks basically. It
I
looks
saw,
like
some,
they've
I
rolled
saw
it
some
in-
milk and cookies Ben and Jerry's when I was over there. I was gonna bring it back.
Do they
and-
still make those strawberry shortcake ones?
Yes, those are also
Those
the
are
ones
fun.
that look like they were rolled in red rocks.
Yeah.
Delicious.
What?
This is cute.
At least they're entertaining themselves.
I'm like, this is so nice. I don't know why.
Drum and guitar stuff.
Kate, what's your favorite flavor of Ben and Jerry's? Go.
Hurry up, Kate.
It's salted caramel type of thing. Oh,
what
late
the
night
fuck?
snack.
What is
What?
that one?
Late night
Oh,
snack
ew,
has.
is
That's
that the
what
one
they
with
call
the
me.
potato chips? I
Yeah.
don't like those.
Isn't that
Oh.
Netflix and chilled?
No,
No,
that's
that's
Potato
pretzels in
chips?
it.
that's the
No.
shitty pretzel.
I like shit with salt in it.
Mm.
Salty
Like
sweet's
salt.
good.
No.
Yeah.
Sea salt.
Sea salt. Salt water.
Salt ice cream.
Ocean.
The ocean.
They should make saltwater taffy.
Another Etsy idea.
Saltwater taffy sorbet. Okay.
Taffy's too like chewy.
One of my coworkers makes like weird ice cream
Oh,
and
really?
like brings it in. Yeah. No, but like
Tell
it
me,
gets
tell me.
like she's doing lobster,
Ew.
which has been done.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
like weird
No,
stuff.
she can't go to the comedy
This is
show.
my-
I feel
this is
like
my
she's
back
done-
gelato.
She's done. I don't know. I should have. If I knew ice cream was going to
guano's
bring
back
up,
food.
I would have researched it with her better. But
I
yeah,
don't
it's
like
like
the
a
idea
thing
of
that she does.
lobster ice cream.
Yeah,
at all.
no.
That's
no
fair.
lobster. in
No
my ice
lobster.
Because she said so. She
Ocean
and she's
ice
making
cream, I'm
it.
fine with that, but leave the things
She's
in
like
the
making
ocean.
it worse though, because it's like typically
Yes.
lobster ice cream is like vanilla ice cream with like chunks of
What do you
lobster
mean
in it.
typically? It's a thing?
It's a thing, yeah. But
Whoa.
she's like, I'm gonna make the ice cream part like salt flavored ice cream. I don't know, like
she is doing.
she's
salt
making like
flavored.
salty ice cream with like lobster in it.
Everything.
Whoa.
but
Oh no,
lobster.
butter, salted butter is gonna be the ice cream flavor, and then chunks
Ew.
of lobster.
I don't know.
Ew.
you.
I
A
bet
little
it could
bit,
be
yeah.
done. I bet she
Salted
could figure it out.
butter ice cream with that sounds.
I-
Have you ever
Oh,
had?
ice
Have you ever
cream.
had? Was it? I think it's like burnt butter. No, brown butter. Have you ever brown butter?
Yes.
Like brown butter
Shit.
cookies. Those are fucks
Yes,
good.
those are very good.
Yeah, with some espresso in it.
Seeing the glitter again on your head.
That's
Isn't that
That's a
the
good cookie.
Sabrina Carpenter's Dunkin' Donuts? Isn't it like brown butter? Espresso?
Oh, is
think
it?
Brown, yeah,
Scott, you should
shaken
know.
brown
it.
sugar
You have a
espresso.
bit about it.
That
Brown butter cookies with espresso.
I'm just learning
which
about
is very
brown
good.
butter. I'm like, what's brown butter?
Wait,
Brown
It's
one?
when you. It's like you just.
Brown the butter.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
okay.
melt the butter down until it's like brown, so all the sugar caramelizes and gets like really sweet.
Okay, that makes
Fucking
sense.
Kate,
sick.
what's your favorite treat to make?
I used to
Wow.
bake a lot
Yeah,
actually.
you seem like you know what you're talking
Oh,
about.
I
in this
used
field,
to-
so-
In high school, I baked chocolate chip cookies all the time,
Hell yeah,
and then I
that's
got
sick.
into cakes after college.
How did you
And
know to ask this good
My favorite
question?
thing
I could
to
feel
bake
it.
is
Yeah.
myself.
yeah, and then I did this really great chocolate cake once.
What was it about cake?
I did a really
Huh?
good
What
chocolate
is-
cake once.
really good
Yeah.
How were you at decorating?
I did marshmallow fondant once, and that was really fun.
Did you
Yeah.
make anything out of the fondant?
So I made it look like a couch cushion.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like put it over the cake. It was.
Keep going.
I think it had some like edible glitter in it,
Oh my god, that's what this
and
is.
then I like kind of I made like little
Really?
pearls.
Let me get that for you.
There's a picture on my Instagram. I'll show you. I can pull it up later.
Oh my god.
It's not on. It's on my friend's Instagram.
You're not friends with her.
I'm-
Tyler has it. Tyler has asked us to it. You can add me if you want.
No, he's not your friend.
He's
You
not my
don't
friend.
get to add
Okay.
Who, me?
Yeah, you don't get to add her friend Instagram.
I've never worked with fondant, but I would
It's
plan
fun.
to one day.
Who's
It's like
fondant?
Jane Fondant.
Wait, what is it? Explain it to me. What you
It's
guys are
like
saying.
what when like you see like a character or like some type of like it's good with like textures. It's not like famous.
It's not.
Like,
It's like
it's not buttercream like
Yeah.
you know out of a bag frosting where they make like the roses. It's like
You
lay
roll
on, like,
it
a
out,
sheet.
yeah.
It feels like a dough.
It almost looks like it wouldn't be edible, but
Yes.
is.
But it is.
Yeah.
Is it it's confectionery?
So there's
Yes.
different
Okay, I
kinds
think
of
I picture it.
fondant. There's like gross fondant, which is like
It's
looks
gross.
good but doesn't
They call
taste
it
good.
gross fondant.
Well,
That's bad
no, it's
marketing.
just like it's fondant made. Maybe it's like marzipan or something. I don't know. But then there's marshmallow fondant, which is like easier to make and tastes good because it's made with marshmallows, and it's quite fun. You basically just like melt marshmallow and then
I love-
add powdered sugar.
Dude, stop! It's women. Stop doing that. Let them talk about baking. Keep going, Kate.
and then you add powdered sugar. And then until it's like doughy, and then you can like roll it out, and it's cool and it tastes good. And Logan can't have any.
And none for you, and you can't go to the comedy shows.
Yeah.
You're gonna be so pissed. when you
I don't
can't
think I've
have
ever baked anything in my life.
What?
I don't think
What?
so.
What?
Not even like some
Never
cookies?
even like
I think
slice
when I
and
was- I guess
bake.
when I was a kid, like helped my mom make cookies, but like yeah, I've never like baked anything.
I'll send you over my Mountain Dew brownie.
I don't want any Mountain Dew brownies.
Yeah.
It
You
can be
make
fun.
Mountain Dew brownie?
to make cookies.
No.
We should all bake as a team.
Yes.
Get
Yes.
some content out there.
Yes.
It's one of those things like once you start doing it, it doesn't even take as much time as you'd imagine.
And
It takes a lot of time,
Okay,
I
I'm
like-
completely wrong.
Fuck
and the
you.
cleanup is awful, but
I don't want
That's
to bake
true.
anymore.
it's fun though.
I made
Yeah.
I want to bake.
I made pizzas the other day.
I
That
know.
was cool.
They look good.
Do you make your own dough?
You think so?
No.
Okay.
I thought they look good. Yeah, they look better than his fucking mom's pizza.
That's pretty juvenile.
I had
dude.
some of that. I had some of that pizza. It was good pizza.
Yes.
Yeah?
It was thin.
What'd you put on the pizza?
I put cheese,
Good start.
Groundbreaking.
Sauce?
cheese,
Groundbreaking.
sauce, bacon, pepperoni,
What type of cheese though?
cheddar.
Oh.
It was a bar pizza. They're bar pizzas.
Okay.
So you
Yeah, they
put
look
them in
really
the
good.
pan, you throw a ton of cheese on it, and then the crust becomes all like buttery.
Bingo.
Nice.
It's pretty good.
I want pizza now.
Yeah, you feel good when you make something like that.
Yeah, I felt like a.
I'm like, don't you? I think you do. It's been a while, but it seems like something that
Maybe
you
just put like a
Like a
frozen
boba.
pizza,
Did you guys
you know?
get like Boboli pizzas when you were kids?
Oh, yeah.
Boboli?
Remember those?
Love a
No, I don't
boboli.
think so.
Yeah, you know what that is. It's like you buy it. It's just like the crust you buy like in the store, and
It's
you just
in,
like open it. It's not frozen or anything, and then it comes with like a little bag of sauce like this big and like a little thing of cheese that big.
Never even heard of this.
It's like a
Yeah.
big Lunchable.
That's what
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like a giant
That's what I'm
Lunchable.
picturing.
Yeah, for
Very
the whole
yes.
family.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Lunchable?
The ham and cheese one or the chips and salsa one?
Chips, the nachos.
Yes.
Yeah, those are mine. That was mine growing
Yeah,
up.
yeah. With the little tiny bite-sized Tostitos.
Yep.
As a kid, I liked the pizza one, but I think it's just because I liked making the pizza. It was obviously not good.
Now let's talk about making the
Yeah.
pizza. Do you
Yeah, when you
even
look-
even portions all 3 pizzas when you're making them, or
I
do you?
never liked the pizza. Cold pizza to me, and the cheese
loved
was
it.
disgusting.
I always saved most of the condiments for the last pizza, so I would really enjoy it. Like put all the pepperoni and cheese on like the last one.
Even as a kid, I remember being like, this is a cracker with sauce and cheese. Like, this isn't pizza, and I'm eating this cold. Fucking, this
I liked it
sucks.
a lot. I like the hot dog ones too.
We
I
never
remember
got
those.
Lunchables,
Yeah.
but they
It was
always
weird.
looked cool in the
you
commercials.
never had Lunchable?
No.
What was your favorite childhood
What was your favorite childhood
Childhood treat? I don't know. I was really into clams, if I'm being honest. That was my favorite food. Yeah, that was like my favorite food. I was like,
Are you
clams.
from Connecticut?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really liked steamers.
Steamers, yeah.
Yeah.
What's wrong with
Who
you
doesn't
guys?
love
What do you
them?
mean? Have you ever had steamed
Have you ever had
clams?
steamers?
Yeah. No.
Dipped in butter?
No, it's
Dude,
a
they're
lie.
so good. You dip them in
Yeah,
butter.
but not
it's
as my
awesome.
We used to
childhood
like,
treat.
yeah, but it was fun
I
because
went-
we would go clamming and then bring them back up to the house and then like open them up and steam some, make clam chowder, and then have cherry stones.
Clam
my-
chowder.
yeah.
I used to chug clam chowder as a kid.
One time when I was a kid, I
Yeah.
ate clam chowder and then threw up afterwards,
Oh,
so I
no.
didn't eat it for like a while.
I
after.
loved
didn't
clam
taste the
chowder. It
version
was my
of it.
Everybody was
favorite.
clam chowder, not just a bunch of fucking jizz,
You
dude.
guys went clamming as a family?
Yeah,
That's like what
we
my
still
poor
do.
uncles
It
do.
wasn't jizz.
You could clam.
Yeah, you be a clammer.
There you go.
You go out at low tide and big boots and you fucking
Yeah.
rake it in.
And hey, that's something a deaf person should do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's soothing with the waves, but they can't see them. I mean,
feel
hear
them.
them. They can't hear them.
Just like
Faith has
showing
been
up at the
clamming.
beach. Like, I'm here for clamming.
Faith has been clamming with me.
Faith's been clamming?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm just probably does it with her paw. She's like,
I'm just gonna
Aw.
buy a metal detector and become one of those guys.
Yes.
cool. Yeah, make some content out of that, baby.
That's sick.
And I'll bury rings and stuff in the ground.
Yeah,
It'll
we
be
do a little
like
scavenger hunt.
keep you busy for the day while the rest of us are making money.
Kelsey's like, "Where's all my jewelry?" You're like, listen, Logan doesn't have a job right now.
Well, Logan hasn't found it yet, but it is coming back to you.
Look at it.
I'm like, this ring sucks. Just throw it into the ocean.
Also, if a deaf person clam digged at the beach,
Yeah.
they would be scared every time the wave came. Oh! Whoa, there it is again.
They get used to it.
Like, Jesus Christ, what was that?
Deaf people know what waves are, though.
Yeah, but if they're like
they
leaning
can't
over to
see
clam,
them.
and all of a sudden it's like,
Usually you see waves.
See a wave.
Like,
I'm saying if they're turned.
Anyone, no, they have to be deaf.
You guys don't understand of the orientation.
They can feel the
also,
vibration.
typically you clam at low tide.
Yeah, I know.
So
but
the
I'm saying
waves
when it
aren't really,
starts
like,
to
coming
come
in.
If hypothetically a deaf person was clamming at
At
high tide,
high tide.
facing the other way, and a wave came up, they would be scared.
Yes.
Yes.
Correct. Nailed it.
Happens all the
Fucking
time.
Stupid deaf people.
Clam chowder is so good, though. I thought the clams were the potatoes for most of my life, and I was like, I fucking love clams.
You're like, I love these, the clams. I
like
don't know what
these-
these little squishy pieces are.
Can I do a baconator and clams, please? If the clams aren't hot and fresh, I'm sending them back.
You eating like baked potatoes, like clams, like not chewing them, just downing them.
It's
These
an
are great.
aphrodisiac thing.
Yeah. Delicious.
I was just saying last night I wanted to try. The oysters. I've never had.
Never had an
Oysters
oyster?
are disgusting.
No.
Oysters are so good.
No,
I
they're,
Yo.
they're,
You'd
they're,
like them.
they're boogers.
No, they're so
Mm.
good. We'll get good oysters. They're
It tastes
delicious.
like salt water and snot.
No, they're so good.
I call
Don't
them- I
even.
call
I
them
like
dot-
those two
I call
things
them
separate,
dot
but
snots.
mixing them is just
Crotch knots?
Yeah, like
Oyster,
chest
you'd like them, Dan.
I like them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I would like them. But
I don't.
You
think
haven't
Dan
had
will like
oysters
No, I'm
either?
willing to try.
I like stuff.
My friend told me.
Do you
it
guys
tastes
like shrimp
snot.
cocktail? They don't.
No, I don't like shrimp.
I
like,
thought I would like them too, and then I had one. And I was like, "That is foul."
I like
And
raw.
they're
they're
so
aphrodisiac
good.
too, and I don't want to get a horn.
I don't want to be a horn.
It's
dog.
also
It'll be-
insane
it'll
that
be
they aren't
weird and
aphrodisiac
horny.
because they're like you're like,
Yeah. you're getting
damn,
in the mood.
I'm fucking rock hard right
I'm
now.
gonna eat those with a bunch of dark chocolate.
I don't
and
know.
just get wicked horny.
Yeah.
Be sick.
It'd be weird to get like full on oysters. Like you don't chew them.
Yeah.
That's the other
Yeah.
It's, I think it's usually like an app.
Yeah.
Like I don't think anybody.
I like.
You're
You can
upset,
throw 'em
though, if
back,
you just
though.
get like oysters for dinner.
another round for the table. Let's keep it going.
Since we're in the sea.
Have you heard like a seafood tower though?
No.
The shit's good.
What's
Guys.
on the tower?
It's like everything: shrimp cocktail, oysters,
little
clams. Depends, but definitely like oysters, clams, and shrimp
The second
cocktail.
seafood
Usually.
tower has fallen.
The shrimp jumping off the top shelf.
Yeah, there was a whole when my sister got married. The
cocktail sauce
in-laws
everywhere.
wanted a seafood tower, and my parents were like, "No, we're not paying for a seafood tower." And they were like, "Oh, it's too bad we don't have a seafood tower." My parents were like, "Pay for it yourself." Anyways,
Wow.
Damn.
there was some tension between the families.
The
Whoa.
seafood tower argument
Yeah.
that almost split
Get a
up the
fucking
Molloy's.
paper
Shit.
route. Buy your own seafood tower.
Kid, you gotta learn the hard way. Get your own seafood.
Shrimp I don't like when
I don't
people
like
are
shrimp.
like,
You don't like? Oh, if
you
you
like
don't like
so
shrimp,
good.
then
You like shrimp?
I
I'm
don't
not
like,
gonna like
cold
oysters.
shrimp. I like cooked shrimp and raw shrimp. Like
Raw shrimp
No,
is cold
shrimp
shrimp.
you
tempura.
Mm.
Yeah,
Shrimp
like
tempura is
small.
fried.
Like sushi.
Yeah, but shrimp.
I don't like sushi.
But shrimp tempura is fried shrimp.
I like sushi. Hey.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, that's why it's got the batter on it. That's what tempura is. It's just fried.
I like it. I like shrimp tempura.
I like.
I don't like cold shrimp in the what's the
Cocktail sauce.
I don't
Cocktail.
like that.
You
Yeah,
don't like
that.
shrimp
I don't like
cocktail?
that.
Is
I
that
love
cooked?
shrimp. Yes, it's
I
cooked and then
Don't
cold.
Like
I
that.
don't like it.
Really,
Shrimp cocktail and cocktail sauce is
so good. Yeah.
My dad loves it.
You know
I
what
don't
cocktail
like
sauce is?
Ketchup and vinegar.
it. Is it
Ketchup and horseradish.
Ooh.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't love the sound of that.
I like
Yeah.
horseradish.
I love.
You probably
horseradish.
won't
ketchup.
like oysters then,
It's sea horseradish.
but you
All
should
right,
try
that'll
them.
about do it for us here on the South Shore Boys.
We're killing it with the seafood talk.
I think we're over an hour. though.
Calamari.
Oh, sorry.
Fried calamari.
I like that.
That's good.
I like
Oh,
anything
I
fried,
can't
I
get
can
out of
get
that
over.
in my head because I heard once that sometimes it's like cow anus that they chop up.
I have
and
also heard
pass-
that.
Yeah,
I love
and ever
cow
since I
anus.
heard that, I like can't
Nothing
do
but reading for
calamari.
this
I didn't really. I kind of tapped out on calamari. And I don't really like. I'm fried foods. I'm like over a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, what about French fries?
Jesus
What
Christ.
the fuck? I just don't like I just
We
don't
hate
like
your
the
guts.
Okay, do you
I
want
just
some
don't like the
green
flavor.
juice?
No, I still like fried chicken, but I don't like
Over
fried shrimp.
He's
I
gonna
don't
become
like,
a yoga instructor.
That's like
It's
why
like
I
health food nut.
No, I still like plenty of unhealthy foods. I just like
You don't like
the
fried
batter.
chicken?
I do.
Fried
I just
chicken?
said I like fried chicken, but I don't like. I
Okay.
hate like chicken fingers from a Chinese
What about
food
a
restaurant.
mozzarella stick?
They're fine.
Okay.
What about French fries?
French fries are fine.
Sweet
I can
potato
go
fries?
without French fries.
Right. What about fried
Fried
clams?
pickles. What
I get a
about fried
side. I get a side salad sometimes now instead of fries.
What?
I didn't realize there were two chicks on the
I
podcast.
know. Women's month.
Happy Women's Month, Logan.
I don't get a side salad. Are you fucking kidding me?
Sometimes
I'm
I
not a
like
pussy.
a side salad. It's nice with the sandwich. You get a
Your
little.
hair looks really silly right now. And just for some reason saying all the girl stuff. It's getting me good.
All right. Well, where can we find you, Kate?
What?
Where can we find you? You want to plug anything?
Is it? What?
No.
Oh, yeah, we are.
Yeah, no.
I'm on Instagram, but
You
Why
know.
don't
People
our
know
guests
that.
plug anything?
I don't have.
Faith by the end.
I'm at King's Court on Sunday. That's it. And then
this will come.
No,
out
this
in
will come
2
out.
weeks.
This will come out in
okay,
May.
so yeah,
July 4th.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I'll
for
be
the
in
holiday?
Ireland.
Really?
Yeah, for 4th of July this year.
Whoa.
4th of July.
I'm coming. That's sick. Logan, let's go.
You want to come?
I was planning on going to Ireland, and then
But then I got
Lost my job.
You got your job.
You could be a farmer in
I'm in
Ireland.
Oh lordy.
Oh, Logan.
That's what it'll sound like.
Oh, Logan, go get the sheep.
they get some stuff going on with immigration over there right now. I don't know.
Do
It's a
they?
good yeah.
Mexicans coming in at the border.
Damn Mexican sneaking over to Ireland.
No, it's a lot of like displaced immigrants from like Muslim countries. And,
Oh, all right, I'll go over there.
Why don't you be
Yeah.
one of them? Why don't you be a
Yeah.
displaced immigrant when your free time?
sure, I'll find a law and then I'll
Yeah,
pop on over. Yeah.
Yeah.
he's probably right here.
You butthole.
In your ass. All right.
Okay, bye.
These
All
people-
right.
Happy birthday.
We love you.
Bye.
Happy birthday.